Happy New Year and welcome to 2026. Hey, we appreciate you joining us for the Murfreesboro Real Estate Report this week. This is the week ending January 3rd, 2026. So it's the first week of the new year. And I'm John Turner, the team lead of the Turner Victory team at Onward Real Estate. We're located in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and we appreciate you. This is where we talk about what's going on with the Rutherford County real estate market. That would include Smyrna, Vergne. We look at regional information as well because our team does help people all across Middle Tennessee when they're looking to buy or sell a home. So we do joining us. We're very excited New Year because we've got some new tools we're working on. They're not all ready to be rolled out yet. But they will be next week. We will see if everything can get programmed. We're testing everything. Just it was not quite ready to go today. But what we're going to be doing, and before I get into the stats for the past week, what we're going to be is we're really digging into those stats because what happens is whenever the way that the multiple listing service works is that there's certain data that we just don't get unless we dig deeper. And what I'm talking about is, let's say, for instance, days on market. Whenever you look at a listing, there is what we call the days on market. It's how long that house has been on the market. But what it does not tell you easily is how long has that house really been on the market previous to this listing? Because a lot of what will happen is someone will, a seller will list them for 30 days or 45 days. And when it does not sell, they will possibly change agents, or more likely than that, they will reduce the price. Many times when they reduce the price, they pull it off the market. Or if they change agents, it comes off the market. And then it immediately goes back on the market. And let's say it sits there for another 30 days. Well, the MLS only shows you it's been on the market 30 days. It doesn't go back and read that previous 45 days. So you're not getting a true picture of that. Also, whenever we start looking at the original list price for that particular MLS numbered listing. So if it had been listed previously, we don't really have the data easily available. It's available, but not easily available. So that's some of the stuff we're working on because we want to be able to look at the overall market and give a true picture of what's going on. So that's just a little for what's coming up. But let's go ahead and jump into what's going on right second and the information we have. This information was it's based upon what's happening in Rutherford County, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, Vergne, Eagleville, Christiana, Las Casas, Fosterville, Walter Hill, wherever you want to look there. So currently we have 1,292 listings on the market. This is the lowest point that we've had for basically all of 2025. So, and we'll talk about that here in a minute and explain that. Whenever we look at the new listings, there were 101 this week, 66 homes pending. So whenever I hear sellers say, well, nobody buys a house over the holidays, I want to pull my house off the market. Well, 66 homes went under contract. And this happened the week after Christmas. So people were probably off work from Christmas to New Year. They're excited about starting their home buying. They went and looked, found the house for them, and put it under contract. So congratulations to them. They'll be in a new home for the new year. 81 homes closed this week. So that 5 of those were actually in this week in 2026. So 76 of them closed at the end of 2025 and will be counted in those stats. And by the way, next week we will look at the year-end stats. It's just too early to do it right now. All the information has not been updated in the MLS system yet, and we want to make sure to give you the most up-to-date information and accurate information. So we will those next week. 157 homes were delisted, so that means the listings expired or they were canceled. They were pulled off the market. We had 1,422 homes sell in the past 3 months. That gives us a 2.73 supply of inventory. And I will double check the number. I believe that is correct, but we are using new charts and new formulas. We'll make sure of that because that definitely is lower than what we were last week by quite a bit. It's higher than what we were this time last year. So it makes me think that number is correct, but I do want to double check that. And probably the biggest influencer, because last week we were over 3 months supply, but probably the biggest influencer is the drop in the current listings, because we had well over 1,300, almost 1,400 listings this time last week. Closed 2,840 units in the past 6 months. So basically the second and third quarters of last year, we closed over 2,800 homes. 5% of the homes that were active this week went under contract, and 6% actually closed. Let's look at, this is our available inventory, what we were talking about just now. And we ended last week at 1,355, and now we're down to 1,292 right now. So as you can see, that's a pretty significant drop for 1 week. But I do want to go back over here and look and see the yellow line is 2025, and we started out 1,078 units in 2025. So our 1,292 is actually up. Let me see, was it 1,292? Yeah, so we're up over starting 2026. We actually started 2024 with a little bit more. We had 1,124 units. So we're about 150 more homes on the market right now than we had in 2024. And all three of the past started fairly close together in inventory, but you can see how in 2024, it actually dropped some. We had a lot of demand early on. I want to talk, we're going to come back to that here in a second, because I think there's a lesson we learned from that. Whereas in 2025, the demand was not right. It was not there. So those available units grew. And you can see here too in 2025, this is month supply. And our 2025 month supply started out around 2.6. It rose pretty quickly to almost 4 month supply, and then dropped down a little bit. So certainly deviated from the norm right here, those first, 2, 3, 4 months of that's something else we're going to watch this year. The pendings, you could see where we towards the end of the year, that's to be expected. The blue line 2023 was definitely higher, especially the first and middle of the year than 2024 or 2025. The yellow line here, 2025, actually was less than 2023 as far as pendings go. But the past few months, except for this one spike right here, 2025 made up a little bit of a ground. So it will be interesting how we start out 2026. Here is our available inventory. This is broken down by a price range: below 300, 3 to 400, 4 to 5, like that. And you could see 300,000 to 400,000, 400, 500,000 are our largest markets. Now the 500s actually have quite a bit of inventory in there, but you can see it definitely drops off outside of those three markets there. So, don't want to get too much into the charts right now, because quite frankly, we're still updating them and testing them. I want to make sure they're all good to go before we bring that to you. I do want to look at something, though, with the mortgage rates. This is very, very interesting. I think it's very for us this time of year. The good news is the last week, so the last recording of this, which was December 31st, we ended the year at the lowest point of any time throughout the year as far as the 30-year fixed rate mortgage goes. It ended at 6.15. We did see a 6.17 here back in October, rose just a little bit and came down at 6.15. Now, why is that significant? Well, a couple of things. One, you could go all the way back to this time last year, because January 9th, that would be the last update I have. January 2nd, we were at 6.91. So we're almost a full percentage point lower than what we were this time last year. It actually jumped a little bit above 7, but from mid-January 2025, we saw. Now you have to go way back to September 26th of 2024 to see anything lower. And I think this is significant, because I think whenever we start talking about opportunities, I don't know where mortgage rates are going to go. I don't think we're going to see a huge drop in them based upon everything that I'm hearing. So I don't think 26 is going to see a huge drop. Okay. But if you look at back in September of 2024, we were at 6.08 and 6.12 for that's 3 weeks that we were at those points. But look at this. All of a sudden, some data changed, and we're going up quite a bit. And it was only, a month later that we're at 6.79. So rates can quickly, they can slow pretty quickly. Let's go all the way back here to another low point. This was February 2nd of 2023. And we were at 2.03, I'm sorry, I'm reading the year. In January, we were at 6.15, so fairly close to where we were. And then all of a sudden, they jumped up to 6.73. Okay, so there's a couple of things I want to point out based upon that information. First of all, whenever we go back up here and we look at how the inventory dropped in 2024, why did it drop? Okay, it's because your pendings there would have been a lot more going under contract. Okay, I would submit to you because of the mortgage rates. Whenever you see down here that our inventory supplies, as far as how many months supply we had, we were in the twos, the low twos in 2024. In 2025, if you look at it, almost a 4. And I really think that I'm lining it up with these dips right here. What concerns me is that the past 2 times we've seen it dip this way, we've only had a short window before it jumped fairly significantly. Now, I'm not saying it's going to do that, but I am saying I could see some opportunity here for some buyers starting out the new year to go ahead, get pre-approved, get something under contract, and make sure that you take advantage of the lowest rates that we've seen since back in October of 2024. So what is that, 14 months? So I would certainly tell you, if you're in a position to buy, you want to pay attention to that. Again, I do not know what the future holds. I don't try to predict what the future's going to, what's going to happen with the future. We are going to use some daily look at it and try to look at some trends and different things of that nature. So we got a lot of neat things coming up for you. But right now, I think if you're looking to buy in Middle Tennessee, you might want to just really think about it and think about. This might be that because of where the mortgage rates are right now and because of what we're expecting moving forward, or what we might see moving forward, I guess, based upon historical trends. I can't predict the future. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to tell you they won't go any lower. They very well might. But if the mortgage rates are at a point that you feel comfortable now, it fits into your budget, it fits into your lifestyle to buy something, I certainly would consider looking into that right now. So that's the information that I have for you today. We will break out some more charts, dive a little bit deeper in the week. I'm really excited about it. I know a lot of you don't get excited about numbers and stats. I do. So it's something that, like I said, we've been working on, and I just can't wait to bring those out. But I love what it's going to help our clients do as far as being able to decipher the information and make good decisions based upon the information that we have. It's just going to be another level of certainty that you're going to have when you're making a decision. So we'll do that. We'll also recap 2025 next week. So definitely want you to tune in for that. Again, I am Turner. I am the team leader of the Turner Victory Team at Onward Real Estate. We help people buy homes in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, Vergne, Rutherford County, but we help outside of Rutherford County. Anywhere in Middle Tennessee, we can help you. We would love for you to reach out to us if you have a need to buy or sell a house. Also, please, down below, make sure you comment. Let us know what information you want to have. Let us know what your real estate goals are for the new year. And then, again, if you have any questions, if you need us to clarify anything, please comment below on that as well. Make sure you subscribe. You also can visit our website at turnervictory.com, and you can reach out to us there, and we're more than happy to help you. So until next week, I hope you make it a wonderful week. Happy New Year. And again, we will see you next week.